All right, today's notes is percent proportions. Okay, essential question, how can you use percent proportions to solve real world problems? All right, so first, you need to know what a percent proportion is. The definition I have here is one ratio or fraction that compares part of a quantity to the whole quantity. Okay, you're going to see an example of that in just a moment. So let's take a look. I've got 3 out of 5 is the same as 60%. So the part is 3, the whole is 5, and that's equal to 60%, which we know 60% means 60 out of 100. Okay, so the key concepts, these are really important to understand, so take a moment to make sure all this stuff gets in your notes. You would have all of it in any way. Let's talk about the first one. They want to have you find a percent. This is stuff we've been doing already. What percent of 5 is 4? So you think, okay, of 5, that's the whole part. 4, that's the part of the whole. So we set it up. 4 over 5 is equal to what percent? Which percent is over 100. So that's how we set percent problems up when you need to find the percent. What if you need to find the part? Okay, so what number is 80% of 5? So they gave you the percentage, they gave you the whole number, we just need to know what the part is. So the part over 5 is equal to 80 over 100. And the last one, find the whole. So 4 is 80% of what number? They gave you the part, 4. I don't know the whole, I don't know the larger part that it's out of, but I know the percentage, 80 over what? Okay, so take a moment, make sure all that's in your notes. And here's my first example. What percent of 15 is 9? So notice they gave you the whole, they gave you the part, we just need to know the percent. So that was like the first example above. Let's take a look. So I know 9 out of 15 is equal to n over 100. So we do our cross multiplying. We say 9 times 100 is equal to 15 times n. I write that here. I get 900 is equal to 15n, and then I divide by the coefficient 15. And I find out that the answer is 60. So I can say, therefore, $9 is 60% of 15. Okay, so I do that there. Now this is just a page number, so disregard that number there. Okay, go on to the next. What number is 40% of 120? So what number is 40%? They gave us a percentage of 120. They gave you the whole number. So we set it up just like this. What part out of 120 is equal to 40%? Okay, so we cross multiply 100 times p. Over here we get 120 times 40. We simplify that portion. I get 100p is equal to 4,800. Okay, and then I divide by 100. And I find out my answer is 48. So therefore 48 is 40% of 120. And for the last type, we have 18 is 25% of what number? So I have a part, I have a percentage, but I don't have the whole number part. So I set it up like this. 18 over W is equal to 25 over 100. So I know the part, I don't know the whole, and I know the percentage. Now, as far as the variable that you use, it doesn't really matter. I went ahead and used W to represent whole. If you remember the example above, I had a P here to represent part. And then on the one before that, I used N to represent the percentage number. It really doesn't matter which variable you use. What's important is what position is missing. So that's where you put your variable. Anyway, coming back to this problem, I go 18 times 100, and I get 25 times W. That's over here. I simplify this, and then I divide by the coefficient, 25, and I get my answer, 72. So therefore, 18 is 25% of 72. We'll finish our notes here with a real-life example. So Brian wants to buy some new sneakers that are on sale. The ticket price is $51. Okay, that's on sale. This price is 75% of the original price. So they took 25% off. So this is 75%. This price represents 75%. I want to know what's the original price. How much were they to begin with? So I set this up. Look, I have the part. I have the percentage. I just don't have the whole number. I don't know where it originally started at. So I set it up just like this. I go 51 out of the whole price is equal to 75%. So I set it up, I cross multiply, I simplify, and I divide by my coefficient, and I find out my answer is 68. So therefore, $51 is 75% of $68. The original price was $68. All right, make sure you get those in your notes. You write your 3 questions on the side. Don't wait till later to do this because you'll forget, and write your summary as well.